Hello and welcome to another edition of well, this is a lucky packet edition. Hello, this is Top Rocks, Africa's oldest and largest, most reputable wholesaler of minerals, fossils and shiny things. I'm Francis and that's Albert. My dog's down there, somebody. And this is an absolutely belter of a day. Conditions underneath are pretty solid and we are lined up for a nice day of gemmery. If this is your first time here, happy days, welcome. Please take the time to read Cara's little short story down in the description beneath. It involves riveting reading and interesting facts like we're a wholesaler based in Africa. We ship from here to across the little pond, and therefore we require a minimum order of 10 kilograms. Otherwise, no, then the per kg rate just becomes silly and you think we're assholes. We don't want that. Apart from that, comment to claim. If you're new, please introduce yourself. It's very light. Otherwise, I'll be giving you names, and I like that too. Other than that, Madagascar is still 2 weeks away. Today's a bit of an odd one. A friend of ours' warehouse burnt down and he sent us some mixed flats. Okay, so we've got lots of mixed flats, some interesting stuff, and this old stock, man. That stock from the Boekenhout, for example, is you can see it's from the early 2000s. But other interesting things that we don't usually see, there's some Orange River red hematoids and a whole bunch of weird random stuff. So you might like it. It's a little different. I like the relief. Let's get to it. The first mixed flat of interesting things. All right, so to start with, these are all Southern African minerals. There are a lot in here. Let's just go through them. I think this might take a lot of time. We got some zircon, more zircon, a little bit of looks like azurine there. A little bit of iron quartz. I suspect this will be Orange River. Two more, a bit of a heavy smoky. And then here's a very nice little cluster from Malawi. And I do like, look at those little quartz points. It's clear. And then those dark smoky edges. That's very pretty with some autoclaves in the mix as well. What else have we got there? Kind of limonite. Yep, solid chunky chunk of azurine. This is an interesting one. It's, I haven't seen this for a long time. This is barite from the Congo, green barite. You can feel it's quite heavy. Very funky. Then, nice little dark smoky point with azurine in it. It's broken off during the millennia. You can see some growth coming back as well. Boekenhout hook crystal, large windows. And then a whole bunch of little Boekenhout hooks. This nice cutie little dark purple one. And then quite a blendy one. Also Boekenhout hook. Bit of silky malachite just for flavour. Proverbial parsley on the big dish. Some red hematoid. This looks like it. That's probably Orange River. Then a polished little piece of malachite, a little flower, banded flower malachite. Very pretty, very nice. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, so we've had a bit of problems here today. There's a mamba in the roof, and mambas in the roof are never happy days, and wasps as well. So obviously Nick has gone and prodded the proverbial nest of stingy things. We'll stay away from there for now. Next up in the box of interesting things is some fluorite. pretty damn ugly. Salros, just for randoms. Some more Malawi Zomba Azurine with smoky quartz. Then a whole bunch of little Bucano tooks. There's a variation that I haven't seen before. Quite a lot of red hematoid on the surface. There's 3 of these little fellas in there. That one's actually the prettiest. Limonite, anybody? 2 other little points there that look pretty innocuous. And a nice little Bucano took as well. Some nice terminations, long fingers, lots of limonite at the base. A little Malacola here from the Congo. And then also some more Bucano took. So this little flat here with a lot in it. It weighs 2.415 kgs. That's including the box. It's going to cost $98. This is flat F07. Next flat. All right, so there's a whole lot going on here. Let's start with some azurite. This looks like Congolese azurite. Nice dark blue. There's 2 little azurine specks, and this is a really interesting one. I'm guessing this is, look at that green, very distinct chlorite veil down there in the bottom. That's a beauty. I reckon this is Art and Villa. Up there, 2 Messina, some red hematoid, 2 of them in fact. Bucano, red hematoid. This looks like Luena. Yep, that's Luena, smoky quartz. Horrible. Oh no, look at that nice phantom down in there. That's pretty funky. Some Salros, a large autoclave, smoky quartz and azurine cluster. This I did not expect to see in here. This is a little bit of druzy coated rhodochrosite. I don't know if it's from Twanning or if it's from Vessels, but they all mine the same manganese deposit, so the same deposit, you could say. And look at the window quartz on this beastie. That is beautiful. That's very, very nice. A bit of quartz for luck. Where was I? Okay, more azurine, smoky quartz. Red hematoid from I don't know where. A rather nice little reniform malachite specimen. Pity about those little breaks there. Otherwise, this must have been an absolute beautiful little stalagmite. Some more orthoclase with azurine. Some more Malawi orthoclase. And then a nice piece of white quartz with prestic on it. That's less nice. Quite a bit of limonite. It's kind of whatever. How cool is this window quartz? That is superb. That's very lekker. Right, so this flat here weighs 3.435 kilograms. It's going to cost $93. That's flat F13. Next mixed, and it's not that mixed. This is all Malawi magic, or mostly Zomba. It's dark smoky quartz. this is a funky piece. Oh yeah, my type of crystals. Nice, I do love a nice dark tipped quartz crystal. This is all over. This is a lovely, it's a fun little specimen, this. Here you go, some azurine and orthoclase, quite a lot of it. Ooh, artfesonite. A lot of artfesonite. That's the green on the azurine. That's funky. Oh, nice orthoclase. More of the artfesonite. Lots of shiny. Oopsie. There we go, that's cool. That's a whole big chunk of azurine. Then with quite a lot of artfesonite, that's the green. And then a very funky little iridescence here, which could be gootite. That's a bit weird. That's cool. Weird is cool. I like weird. Here we go, some more orthoclase. Here's a chunk of smoky. Ooh, look at that. Look at that azurine termination. That is super cool. Perfect. Smoky quartz, azurine, then there's a whole lot of little ones here. That's pretty funky. Wenzani?
Se parece quasi che le sento adesso.
Hey,
Hey,
come, start a fight. As always, Albert. So, if you're short on azurine, you shouldn't be short on azurine no more. Quite a lot of azurine and artfesonite and orthoclase, smoky quartz, classic Malawi combinations. Again, there's quite a few of them. This flat weighs 2.265 kilos, including the beer crate. $116 for F22. Then, okay, some Orange River. You don't often see much of this, which is nice to see now. But yeah, this is South African red hematoids from the longest river in southern Africa, the Orange River. Most of this, though, because the Orange River does start at the Katsi Dam in Lesotho, and then it runs west, which is a bit of an anomaly all on its own. So it runs longer in the opposite direction of the Earth's rotating, which is also a bit of an anomaly. And then it ends up in Namibia. That's a hell of a long river. But it also, because there's quite a lot of diamonds in Lesotho, we don't really speak about it because it's illegal. But yeah, those little diamonds do make their way through the millennia down the Orange River, through to where De Beers waits with their open arms, welcoming all the shiny. This is a beautiful little red hematoid cluster, along with a friend over here. Oh, yeah, so most of anything that gets dug up out of the Orange River actually gets dug up quite close to the Namibian border. As opposed to, you get lots of agates and things also along the way. But most of the minerals that come out of the Orange River is very close to Namibia. And there's a whole bunch of little singles. It's a cutie pie there. I'm going to pick that up just now. I like the small ones, that's cute. And then in amongst all the red hematoids, we've got, well, some hematoid, but largely just smoky. This flat here, it weighs 2.93 kilograms. It's going to cost $93. This is flat F14. Rightio, and on to a flat of, Buchenhotuk. Or lot of Buchenhotuk of all varieties. Let's start at the biggest one. We've got the biggest one hides two little ones. It's that type of a flat. Full of surprises and shiny. Yeah, that's very kwacha-ish. Nice dark purple. There we go, the original fairy quartz. Some paleys. There's a bit of a smoky variety. What we got here, covered in limonite. This is most certainly Kwaggafontein. Covered in limonite. Here's a little the old hedgehog. Sure, this one's dark. It's almost sinister. That's cool. Come on, out you come. But broken. Yeah, Buchenhotuk, there you go. That is pretty much stock standard what you buy in South African shops. So, just so you regulars know, we're all a bit spoilt, eh? This flat here weighs 2.965 kilos. It's got a cost of $58. It's flat F18. Then, some more Malawi. We've got very smoky, very dark Marian like quartz. Come on, there you go. Now this one caught my eye originally. This is so gorgeous. And I need some sun for this, or some light. Oh, the tiny little smoky quartz crystals in amongst the artificialite. On the flip side, there's a whole lot more quartz. Fine little quartz. Also with a bit of agerine. That is very, very pretty. Agerine. Large. Geez, that's a weird piece of smoky quartz. Some serious damage, but you can see the subsequent growth layers. Very funky. Nice as well. Check the zoning. of the the radiation. Would have been so cool if it wasn't for that little chip at the top there. Very nice flats of dark smokies and azurine. Weighs 2.159 kilos. It's going to cost $104. This is flat F4. More mixes and a little bit more colourful this time. We've got some Salrose, some Cabochon Dolomite. There's another smoky with a typical dark tip from Malawi. Autoclays, azurine. Nice little long piece of azurine. Little blade. And then iron stained piece of limonite quartz. It's a nice shape. Little whitey bucanote. More azurine. A bit of malachite and chrysocolla. It's also been silicificated. Silky malachite of ill repute. A very interesting blue lace agate. What's in there? Let's just try and get in there and see what's going on. That's an interesting vug to say the least. Nice juicy as well. Okay, azurite, yeah. A large-ish little bucanote. Lots of iron. Nice lilac veils. That's cool. And then hiding in the back there. Oh my goodness. A red hematoid, Orange River. It's a pristic. This one here weighs 1.5 kilos, so probably a lot less without the box. It's $52 for F25. Okay, zircons. We got zircons in the next flat. There's a nice little itsy bitsy azurine and azurine. Bit of malacola. There's your bag average Southern African mineral starter pack. I don't know. I'm not sure actually what this is. That's very interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. My initial reaction is plysite. That's don't know. To come back to that one, a reasonably nice little silky malachite. Small little azurite. Zirconias, azurine, a little bit of Cabochon Dolomite, nice shade of pink, the bucanote hook, Orange River red hematoid. This is Namibian blue lace agate. Bit of Karoi, red hematoid. Who are you and what are you? Some red hematoid. Nice. And then this is also Malawi orthoclase with a not so dark smoky quartz. And then a nice piece of calcite, and I suspect this would be from Namibia. Let's see if this fluoresces. And then another buchanite hook.
You're brave enough to go into the dark room. Your own.
I've been going in there all day, but I can drag you with me, so because invariably you're a lot slower. If anything's in there, I'll get up before you do. You want to come with?
This is not a tackle.
What?
Sorry.
No, that's barite.
This.
Yeah, Congolese barite. This little flat here, I'm going to see if that calcite fluoresces. I'm sure it does. This is $52 for 1.76. This is flat B19. Let's go check out this little calcite. Does it glow? It does not glow. I am disappointed in you, little rock. Maybe the other. Where's the other torch? No. It elicits no more excitement than a piece of asphalt on the road. No. Nothing in there. Is it even calcite? Hey, I got that so wrong, like I do so many times. So I brought it to Nick, and Nick went, "Oh, that's cool. That's a mangano apophyllite."
Cubic mangano apophyllite.
Cubic mangano apophyllite.
From that sort of mine, yeah, that's quite good. They found it for about 1.5 years. In the late 90s, and that was it. That was funny.
Apophyllite, Greek for, flaky, I think. So that's what that means. Actually got a apophyllite with stillbite this morning. And doesn't look anything like this, but the clarity is still fantastic. Very nice.
Good find.
From Vessels. Here we are. This is what it's come down to. We are mamba watching. Wayne is petrified. Simpiwe Leso. Is that it over there?
Yeah.
It is too. Yeah, I do.
Can't go inside.
It is a bit shy. I'd prefer to know where you are, little mamba.
Right into come out now. Much easier.
It's like 35 degrees here today. Not the kind of heat you want to be hanging out when you're a snake in the roof. Because I tell you what, it must be close on 45 degrees up there. It'll come back. Where's it going to go? Only to Tapang. Mambas are quite debilitating. Apart from dying, they also stop you from working. It's most annoying. Oh, I've lost my little muffler. Ooh, I'll be back. Rightio, on to the next flat of mixed goodies. What we got here is more zircon. A little bit of a smoky fella here. That's a cutie.
He comes out. Fill out the way.
Bit of limonite quartz. Bit of malachite with chrysocolla. There's some silky malachite. Limonite and red hematoid. A rather crappy piece of buchanite, and this is interesting. Mangano calcite. That is manganese. It's slightly pink. I don't know if you can make it out. That should fluoresce quite violently. It's an interesting piece of buchanite. And then a nice piece of azurite. Ooh, the monkeys are getting excited as well. Everyone's excited. That's very interesting. Again, this the older blue lace agate from Malawi with some Interesting. In fact, when I go check out the Mangano calcite, I'm going to see if this fluoresces as well, because I reckon that's also a bit of calcite. And then a nice light smoky quartz cluster. It's what are we going to see? This one and the Mangano. Cool. Righto, let's see. Yep, there we go. That's the Manganoan calcite. That's always going to be exciting. Now the blue lace agate. Where's that Vogue? Which side is it? In the heart of darkness. There we go. No, not much action there. A little bit of calcite in the matrix. That's pretty much it. Hello, lovely. That's from Entwining. Righto. And there we have it. The blue lace wasn't very exciting, but the Mangano is always going to be very cool. This flat weighs 1.975 kilos. It's going to be $58. This is number F12. Then another mixed flat of Bucanotuk, spirit quartz, fairy quartz, however you like to call it. It's going to do a brief. Let's have a look at this one, because it's got quite a bit of. That'll be goethite. You can see the limonite there at the bottom base, and then obviously that has evolved into becoming goethite. Alright, let's see. Quite a few specimens in here. There's that nice ametrine. Oh, lots of iron there. That's lekker. This is most definitively Kwaggafontein, which is realistically right next door to Bucanotuk. So one and the same thing, almost. And then lots of little ones with nice fine crystallization. This flat here weighs 3.775 kilos. It's going to cost $58. This is number F01. Then some more red hematoids. Yeah, more red hematoids. Let's see. Orange River. Bit of limonite quartz. That's a nice. Ooh, that's good. See, that limonite has also given way to goethite, which is why there's such a slight little iridescence on the surface. That's very funky. Nice. Okay. Ooh, this is nice. Look at this. Proper window quartz. Then the other side, you can see it's broken off a little bit. I suppose you can accuse this of being pentium quartz. Yeah, you see that break there, and then it's a. I really need some light for this. That's pretty funky, man. And then a large red hematoid. And so these two are family members. Same little iridescence. That's pretty wicked. Very funky. This flat here weighs 3.085 kilos. It's going to cost $116. Flat 26. Righto, we've dealt with the mixes. Now we get on to the other base elements of life. And here we've got some Lesotho quartz. 3 reasonably large. I want to call them epimorphs, but the calcite has left the room and has totally been replaced by quartz. You can see here. Oh, that'll light up, I'm pretty sure. So that is all scalenohedral calcite. Externals, you can see the calcite's been decimated due to weather. There you go, that example. Proper epimorphs. Okay, so the one I want to really check out is this one over here. Let's do that. Righto, let's see. Yep, there we go. That's the Manganoan calcite. That's always going to be exciting. Now the blue lace agate. Where's that Vogue? Which side is that? In the heart of darkness. There we go. No, not much action there. A little bit of calcite in the matrix. That's pretty much it. Hello, lovely. That's from Entwining. Righto. So this flat weighs 1.21 kilograms. It's rated as very good to A grade. It is going to cost all of $32. That's for some nice shiny Lesotho quartz, one with a bit of calcite, so $32 for flat 22. Then some Malacola slices from the Congo, 1.085 kilos of thinly cut and both sides polished Malacola. Nice flowery banded malachite. They are rather beautiful. And I'll tell you what, they're not cheap either, but contra, to get a big enough piece of malachite or malacola to slice, that is quite an impressive shelf of malachite. Because generally speaking, your botryoidal malachites, that's pretty much the width or the depth of your normal malachite, ordinary malachite shelf. So that's quite extraordinary. These are going to cost $89. This is flat number 207. Then on to 20 little lepidolite gallows. They are rated as good to A grade. These are Malagasy lepidolites. It's got subtle little hints there. The blue there is a blue tourmaline joined by some pink tourmaline. There's some more over there. Lithium gallows, basically, coming out in a nice fancy purple with pink and a bit of smoky quartz. These weigh 1.23 kilos. They're going to cost $36. This is flat number 13. Then there's the Lesotho big ones, but here are the dainty cutie ones. And I tell you what, some of these are absolutely beautiful. And they weigh next to nothing because they are, in fact, hollow. But look at the druzy on these beauties. It's basically just a druzy shell covering, well, a hollow. See there, entirely hollow. I don't think this camera is really picking up that shiny druzy. It's a beautiful little flat if you like dainty little scepters and happy days. then this will definitely make you happy. Let's just have a look at the other ones up there. They're going to cost $24. This is flat number F29. Then onto, yes, we just joined some watermelon fluorite in the dark room, and here they are in daylight. All 24 of the cobbed pieces, weighing, what's this, 3.91 kilograms. If you like lapping and you want some fluorite in your life, happy days. But lapping fluorite's not easy, hey? These are rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $31. This is flat number. Well, no, it's going to cost $41 for flat 31. Nice. Next up, some rose quartz galets, slightly larger than the lepidolites, 1.45 kilograms. These are rated as, they're not rated at all, so I'm going to rate them. Okay, so there's some beautiful translucency, nice gemmy, not so nice gemmy, so we're going to go good to very good. I can be quite harsh as well. Yeah. It is what it is, but I'll tell you what, 12 rose quartz galets, 1.45 kilos at $34 is super cheap. This is flat F24. Truce, that's cheap for rose quartz, man. Then onto a large-ish natural Malacola. I think this one has been on the sale before, but I had it out. I was showing it to Simone from Italy. I was a China, and it's beautiful on the outside. Now, I didn't recommend he take this. You may feel inclined otherwise, but it is on the crumbly edge of life. But it is absolutely stunning. If you don't have to handle it too much, this is an absolute winner. Those reniform / petroidal formations right there on the top are absolutely stunning. This little green and blue beastie, oh, it weighs 3.43 kilograms. It's going to cost $155. That's flat number 40. Then, hey, didn't I have to, what did I want to UV? No, I haven't forgotten anything. So we've got a beautiful highlight opal and feldspar. Standing specimen here. You can see that beautiful, almost globular highlight opal on the sides there. Little tendrils as well, complete with a little bit of black tourmaline. If you like crystal formations, then this will make you extremely happy. Nice, beautifully formed black tourmaline, lovely luster. Oh, beautiful, beautiful highlight opal. So that is certainly going to glow up. Righto, highlight opal, my beautiful thing. Look at her. She is stunning. Just look at that fluorescence. What is it? Angry green. But that is beautiful. See, I don't think there's much on the other side. There's still a fair amount. Absolutely stunning specimen. There we go, an absolutely stunning highlight opal feldspar and black tourmaline specimen. It weighs all of 1.5 kilograms. It's going to cost $142. This is flat number 274. Very nice. Next up, a little bit of polychrome jasper, or Picasso jasper, or Savannah jasper, and there's a couple of other names I can't remember, but it is a pretty little jasper. There's a single little flame in this flat. It weighs all of 1 kilogram and 20. $28 for this little beastie. It is flat 568. Last on the first trolley, we've got a nice, slender, long banded tiger iron point. It is rather impressive, if not for its very erectness. Nice tip, quite a lot of hematite. Check the hematite lines on there. Beautiful point this. It weighs 1.57 kilograms. It's going to cost $65. This is flat number 885. Radio. Second trolley after the first trolley was a proverbial test cricket match. Right, what we got here is a little bit of Hollandite. If I could just focus on it. There we go. Come on, little fellas. Hey, you don't want to play with me. Maybe you do. Hollandite from Madagascar. Cora, there are 45 little crystals, little itty bitty crystals with lots of little itty bitty stars of Hollandite. A hell of a rarity. This is actually stock from a few years ago that went missing and then got found again by His Royal Albertness. Magic stuff. Eternally grateful for Albert. There we go. Hollandite. Flat weighs a bare 300 grams. Oh, geez, look at this one. Very nice. What's going on here? There we go. Yeah, fair amount of Hollandite. It's put a luminite in there just to keep the little stars company. It's going to cost all of $28. That is for 45 little quartz crystals from Madagascar with Hollandite in them. $28 for best friend 41. Next up, blue lace agate from Nsanje, Malawi. There are 12 very nice looking blue laces. That druzy sparkle. Quite a lot of them with the druzy. There we go. All of them. Well, that's a lovely vug. What do we have here? The runt of the litter. And this one's interesting. Bit of Charles Sydney taking over there in the centre. Charles Sydney invariably sometimes turns smoky with these. Very nice. The flat weighs all of 2.63 kilograms. It's going to cost $40. This is flat number 52. Then on to some natural rough cobbed serpentine. Oh, there we go. That green serpentine with a beautiful magnesium-rich stichtite. You might know this as Atlantisite. First found in Tasmania. And then massive deposits in the green belt of South Africa. That is Barberton. They're rated as good, very good to A grade. That one there being good only. They're going to cost all of $27. This is, well, it's for 1.72 kilograms worth of stichtite and serpentine, flat number 30. And then what we have here is a blank space where Sharetsi is supposed to be. And Cara's there busy hunting for anhydros. Has Cara found any anhydros?
Only one.
Only one.
So far.
so far out of 70 little Cheretzes. These are rated as good to A grade. Beautiful. There are some absolutely mint beautiful little specimens here. This is definitely one of them. A little double termination there with lovely clarity. Hey, first one I pick up, it's an hydro. No. Hang on.
I only look through 10.
That car is very competitive. No, that's not an hydro. But it's beautiful. Lovely little scepter here. Not as clear. Funny. Everyone's computers and phones are overheating today. It's a bit of a problem. Yeah, mine's fine. From a phone that I've never heard of before. A Vivo. It's an absolute beauty here, man. Oh, 70 little Cheretzes. Interesting. They're going to cost all of $58. They weigh 750 grams. This is flat number 61. Oh, yeah, no, Cora wants it back. Hours of fun.
How many I find.
All right, she'll report back, or she'll just shriek out that she usually does, which is a great indication. Next up, I think this is the very last flat of polished Cabochon dolomite and calcite and aragonite. There's a beautiful transparent dolomite there. The jammy pink calcite. And then this has some native copper to it as well, which is very funky. There's some more native copper. There's chakapyrite sometimes as well. You can definitively see the difference in my little malachite there for taste. If this is your first introduction to Mashamba West material, hello, welcome to the world of magic. See, there's a little bit of hematite as well. There's a chakapyrite. Pretty in pink. This is by far the nicest one. Here you can see those beautiful flower patterns. You go the jammy calcite pink, and then where it's degenerated and reformed as aragonite around the actual calcite. There's a beautiful story stone almost to tell you how things happen through time. Oof, look at that. That's loads. Native copper. Beautiful patterns. Absolutely stunning. This is these three weigh 1.29 kilograms. They're going to cost $52. This is flat number 44.
Okay.
On to 6 little rose quartz spheres. These are rated as very good to double A grade. The sun is out, though I have to go find it. I think I'll find it over there, where Malumi's he's been cleaning more of the Lesotho calcite, and there's still more coming out, which is very cool, very exciting. There we go. Esterism on the first one. Happy days. That's 1 out of 6. 2 out of 6. Oh yes. 3 out of 6. Thank you very much. This is the very good one. But still, there's the asterism. That's very nice. That's 4 out of 4. 5 out of 5. Oh, sounds like the Mamba's back again. And that is 6 out of 6 asterisms on the 6 small little rose quartz spheres. They weigh 1.08 kilograms. They're going to cost $44, flat $9.49. Very nice. Next up, we have got some Septari standing freeforms. 4 of them, and they will be heavy, because Septari is heavy. 3.14 kilograms. Hey, Jono, you just walked beneath the Mamba. Are you ginger fool? Oh, yeah. Oh, the nerves are a little frayed. Aragonite and calcite. Little, beautiful little fossils from Madagascar. These are rated as good, very good to A grade. And there we have the crap. Still not too crap. So lovely calcite. That's a nice flat of Septari standing freeforms. It's going to be $56 for the 4. That is flat 505. Next up, sticking to Madagascar, from Talia. To be exact, we got one side polished labradorite. My favorite, because you get to see what it looks like. But it's natural. Which on the surface is not that great, except sometimes it is. That's funky. This is the worst of the bunch. They polished the wrong side. Lol. The labradorite. Beautiful chatoyancy. Nice little flat of labradorite. That one really tickles me. Weighing 1.29 kilograms. It's going to cost all of $32 for the 12. This is flat number 570. On to some green magic from Matoku. Matoku, sorry. Matoku Light. Jelly green and mica matrix. Still unsure of what exactly the green is, although I suspect it's leaning towards clinical or just jellified mica, which is fuchsite. I'm not allowed to say that, but we're all just guessing, really. These 3 standing freeforms are 1.19 kilograms. They're rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost all of $62. This is flat number 29. B29. Then, some snow fingers from Lesotho. Look at this beauty. It is a long finger. This is the proverbial basest of quartz fingers. That's beautiful. There are, how many are there in here? There are 20 fingers. Some with quite a bit of limonite. Snow fingers, I think it's very apt. Seeing that Lesotho is cold all year round, pretty much. The country with the highest lowest point in the world. That's Lesotho, a little landlocked kingdom, still a monarchy. Beautiful. These are 20. They weigh 965 grams. They're going to cost $42. This is flat F53. Then on to some Red hematoids from Karoi. That's a really nice flat, this. 6 of these red hematoids. Now, yeah, how did you get into this flat? And how did you get out of Karoi? Hey, little fella? But those phantoms are something else. They're weird. Very odd. Even the side crystal there. It's a funky one. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. 2 distinct hematoid zonings. That's freaking awesome, man. There's clarity on this one. See that nice white phantoms beneath there. Ooh, and you are kind of a hot totty little crystal on the side as well. Nice. Oh, yes. Oh, that is beautiful. Hey. Very, very, very nice. I like this flat a lot. 1.76 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. It's going to cost $55 for the 6. This is flat number 502. Right up next, we've got some libethenite. Alright, so, well, we've got one libethenite. I'm not certain about the second one, but this little bit of a collector's item. Libethenite exists in the oxidation zones at the end of copper deposits. This little fella here is joined by, I don't know, that is super heavy. So that is some serious copper content, that's for sure. Can't see any. I'm actually looking for cuprite. Subtle little red hints, if anything, but loads of juicy over the top. This little flat here weighs all of 1.468 kilograms. It's going to cost $41. This is flat number 17. Onto some Atlanticite, but this time the polished version. 2 large standing freeforms. Well, 1 large standing freeform. Those beautiful, almost silky, velvety little stick-tight lines. Look at that. Fibrous, almost adopting the kind of fibrous nature of asbestos, you could say. That's a beautiful standing freeform joined by the little Jack Russell in the family. That is beautiful, that is pretty. These two weigh 1.18 kilograms. They're rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $54. This is flat number 488. Then, say hello. I don't see you enough. How about that? Do you like candolini in your life? Well, I'll tell you what. Of all that candolini you want in this one. Absolutely gorgeous citrine. The habitual Luena chip, which is unfortunate. But yeah, can't say that every time, so let's just run with it. There's 2 of these in this flat. They, what do they weigh? They weigh 1.42 kilograms. They're going to cost $73. This is flat number F56. Righto, next up, a little bit of classic Bucanotuk. There are 12 clusters. Nice and small window and the fairy quartz limonite variation. They are rated as very good to A grade. Very nice little flatter brookite hook. Spirit quartz, fairy quartz, call it what you like. I think cactus quartz is also one of the phrases thrown in there. This little flat weighs 800 grams. It's going to cost $40. This is flat number 47. Onto some more rose quartz spheres. I don't know how two flats got into here, but it is what it is. These are rated as very good to A grade, so a bit of an inferior flat to the previous one. Apart from the Coolio sizing, come on, son, where are you? No. Oh, Tommy! There we go. It should come in quite cheaply if this is the case. 1.31 kilograms. It's $45. You know what? Compared to, okay, this is $45, 1.31. I'm just doing a little comparison here. Compared to 44 with double A grade, and this is, well, yeah, okay, this is 1.08 kilos. So weighs a lot less, slightly more expensive, but superior quality of note. Flat 495 for these ones over here. Then on to some etched blue chalcedony or blue lace agate. That's had its day in the acid bath, and all the matrix taken away. I'm actually curious, has anyone actually gone and polished these etched blue chalcedonies? Bit of, I think that's antimony over there on the edges. Rated as very good to A grade. Ooh, this one's got a little hint of amethyst in it. That's very nice. Maybe less than 5% of these coming out have subtle little hints of grape flavoredness. These 12, they weigh 1.12 kilograms. They're going to cost $44. This is flat 504. Next up, Salrose or cobalt-bearing dolomite with all kinds of other goodies. Pterogenite being at the forefront. These are, there we go. There's that pterogenite and malachite on the bottom or the top, depending on how you choose to view your dolomite. Beautiful formations. There's that stunning vibrant pink. That might be biotite. Yeah, so most of these have two sides to them. No, not that one. There we go. That's beautiful. Little cobalt-bearing dolomite with silky an outcrop of silky malachite. And this one's beautiful. How about that? Very nice flat of cobalt-bearing dolomite, weighing 1.65 kilograms. It could cost $42. This is flat 873. Crutch. Onto the middle, and we are met with Goliath Brandbergness. It is a smoky quartz of gargantuan size.
You didn't go and hide the hunting in this one.
The clarity is not great. The quality is probably good at very best. Nick mentioned wanting to polish it. And I said, well, rather give it a go before we do. There's a bad chip over here, and if not, that is pretty much the only real blemish to it. It's got beautiful stepped formations. It's got a lovely flat base, as you can see. Let me just try and show you, because I'd say there's no transparency or translucency, but there is. You have to, I suppose you have to be there to appreciate it. It's a bit of a monster, and it's a beautiful monster as well. 9.44 kilograms. There we go. There's that chip I spoke of earlier. Nice little double termination on there, and then the beautiful feldspar crystals on the side. So, sure.
And red hematoid.
And a bit of red hematoid tips over there on the side. So you would imagine this would be massively a Brandberg this size. You'll be lucky to get it for less than 20,000 rand. But because I think I caught Nick on an opportune time, and because of this chip, also somebody's tried to brush it clean, didn't work too well. It's still magnificent. It's only $260, and this is flat 55.
I reckon you'll find an anhydro in here somewhere.
Okay, Cara, you look for it. Next up, Celestitis niceness. This beautiful piece of strontium from Sakwani in Madagascar.
You got so good at saying that.
I know, it's just practice, man. Sakwani, baby. There we go. It's a stunning little geode. There's that nice sawtooth formation that you get in celestite. Strontium is generally quite a heavy mineral. It's 2.98 kilograms. The rated is very good. It's going to cost $73 for this little blue butte. That's flat number 500.
Hey, are we going to the blue room at all? Because I reckon there's highlight opal on this.
Yeah, okay, we can go. Right, let's take Monster here to the dark room. Right, here we are. Our dark room has been occupied, and so we go to another dark-ish room. It's not really dark in here at all. However, highlight opal should shine. There we go. Quite a lot of highlight opal on this beastie. Turn around, Cara.
I'm sorry, whoever's box is. Oh, gosh. No, there?
Yeah, some more highlight opal. All in the crevices as well. So, all in all, quite a lot of highlight opal. So what this beast doesn't make up in clarity, it makes up for it in highlight opal. Nice. Right, next up we got some, a little Tora Shanga Torolite plate. It's beautiful, tell Sydney. It even comes with a stand, so it can stand. That's what stands are for standing. See that nice transparency there. It's a lacquer flat. It's a lacquer plate. It's 1.15 kilograms worth of torolite. It's going to cost $43. This is flat 486. Then the last little specimen we got here. Some crystals cutting off there. A largish limonite from Solwezi in Zambia. As opposed to some of the limonites. Okay, I'm not going to accuse it of being golden or even overly limonite-y. It is limonite, that's for sure. It's got some goethite inclusions, those little black specks there. But the actual clarity of these crystals is something to behold. That is not often the case with Solwezi limonite, but this is a beauty. That's a large little crystal for stuff that comes from Solwezi. It weighs, what does it weigh? 3.78 kilograms. What does it look like on the other side? It looks like vugs and earth. $77 for this beastie. That's flat 656. And there we go, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in again. I hope it's a beautiful Thursday for the rest of you. We're not going to do Saturdays until Madagascar comes, so we'll see you again on Tuesday. Until then, happy days and sell some rocks. And there we have it. The blue lace wasn't very exciting, but the Mangano is always going to be very cool. This flat weighs 1.975 kilos. It's going to be $58. This is number F12. Then another mixed flat of Bukanotuk, spirit quartz, fairy quartz, however you like to call it. It's going to do a brief. Let's have a look at this one because it's got quite a bit of. That'll be goethite. You can see the limonite there at the bottom base, and then obviously that has evolved into becoming goethite. Alright, let's see. Quite a few specimens in here. There's that nice ametrine. Oh, lots of iron there. That's lekker. This is most definitively Kwaggafontein, which is realistically right next door to Bukanotuk. So one and the same thing, almost. And then lots of little ones with nice fine crystallization. This flat here weighs 3.775 kilos. It's going to cost $58. This is number F01. Then some more red hematoids. Yeah, more red hematoids. Let's see. Orange River. Bit of a limonite quartz. That's a nice. Ooh, that's got. You see that limonite has also given way to goethite, which is why there's such a slight little iridescence on the surface. That's very funky. Nice. Okay. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Proper window quartz. Then the other side, you can see it's broken off a little bit. I suppose you can accuse this of being Pentium quartz. Yeah, you see that break there, and then it's a. I really need some light for this. That's pretty funky, man. And then a large red hematoid. And so these two are family members. Same little iridescence. That's pretty wicked. Very funky. This flat here weighs 3.085 kilos. It's going to cost $116. Flat 26. Righto, we've dealt with the mixes. Now we get on to the other base elements of life. And here we've got some Lesotho quartz. 3 reasonably large. I want to call them epimorphs, but the calcite has left the room and has totally been replaced by quartz. You can see here. Oh, that'll light up, I'm pretty sure. So that is all scalenohedral calcite. Externals, you can see the calcite's been decimated due to weather. There you go, great example. Proper epimorphs. Okay, so the one I want to really check out is this one over here. Let's do that.